everyone. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. I'm so excited because every time when I come to start the class, you're all already waiting for me. So that tells me how much you're dedicated to this class. We'll give it about a couple minutes and like 6:05 and see how many people came in. So anything special for any of you today or this week?
No, nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah, I just came back from a 50-year anniversary for Hmong. So that's another writing system that we do offer with change, but it's not until you get to the advanced levels.
I had a question.
Sure.
With the dictionaries that's recommended to purchase, I noticed that there's a pocket-sized version.
You can get either or,
Okay.
whichever works for you. Yeah.
Yeah, they're exactly about the same, right?
In terms of price wise, they're very close. The pocket size is only maybe a couple of dollars cheaper or something like that.
All right, I saw. I think it was a $10 less. I think there's like maybe a discount. It's like $10 less than the original version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. I was curious. Since I can't really see it in person, and I would have to need it to be shipped. I was just curious what the difference is and how they look like.
The content are exactly the same. It's just that the pocket size book, the texts are a lot smaller.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I haven't owned one, but I heard some people said it's really not that small either. So it's still readable.
Okay. Thank you.
And then last week, after class, one of the students actually recommended if, depending on the class size, if we finish early, would it be possible to assign you all into like a breakout session where you can actually practice the Hmong word or the consonant or vowels that you've learned in class? I thought that was a great idea. I just haven't learned how to do the breakout session part.
What do you mean by breakout session? What is that?
Like actually putting you all into like smaller group where you will spend like 5 minutes with the partner practicing the consonants and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember taking a language class and they would kind of go through like a dialogue and just kind of say it back and forth to each other.
Right.
Okay.
One
Okay.
thing I just don't know is like if I were to put you in a breakout session to practice the consonant, I haven't really done that part where how it's going to be structured out, but if it's for a dialogue where you're practicing with each other, that makes sense. But if you're just practicing the sound, maybe you'll look at your maybe you'll look at a particular letter, and then you'll say the sound to your partner on the other side and see, and then they would judge and see if your pronunciation of that character is correct. That could be one possibility.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's already 6:06, so give me a moment. I'm just pulling up the quiz for tonight's class. So with the 50 year that I came from an event, they were showing some videos of our brothers and sisters that are still left in Laos in the jungle. Hmong Hua Chop Fa No, how they were being tortured, and they live very sad conditions in the wilderness where they were being chased by the Laotian um, government officials. That's what I heard. And then literally the government officials try to wipe them out. So that's the sad part. And then they're trying to get their message to the UN organization and see if there can be some kind of a peacekeeping where these Laotian government can put a stop to their search and hunt so that these Hmong brothers and sisters that are living in the jungle could come out and live in peace. It was just a tear shedding tear moment for me earlier. So maybe when we cover our history class in intermediate 2, I may show a little bit of that video in our history class in intermediate 2.
Well, that's really sad to hear. Well, hopefully everything gets resolved and everybody will be at peace.
Yeah. The sad part is Hmong is not the only people that are going through that turmoil. I mean, every human species doesn't, like in Africa, there are some African brothers and sisters that are going through those. In Burma, a lot of Burmese people are going through those torments. So sometimes we as individuals, we talk about our ethnic group that are going through torture, but I look at the world at a bigger picture of those other nationalities that are also suffering the same persecution under their government officials. So it is something that we as citizens um, should take to heart, and somebody would need to take a lead on sharing this information and letting the world know that, hey, these things are going on and we need to put a stop to it.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, quiz 2. I don't think I actually posted the quiz 2 into the student portal yet, so I am just going to put it into the chat. and then you just click on the link through the chat to take the quiz. So, August. Okay. All right. So here is the link. Did anyone get it in the chat?
Yep, got it.
Okay. Yeah, I was a little worried earlier because when I got to my office and it showed that my computer internet is out, and I was like, what? Don't tell me I can't host a class tonight. So I got a little panic and then I just had to restart my computer, though luckily it works. So raise your hand if you have your quiz open so we can get started. Okay, awesome. All right. So we're going to start with the first question. The first question is chaw, chaw, as in chaw pa, chaw. The second question is caw, caw, as in khi day, caw. The third question is mpla, mpla, as in polite, mpla. And the last question is going to be chaw. Now, this is the different chaw from the other one. This is chaw as in chia, ding chia, chaw. Let me know if you need repeat and I'll repeat them again. So Natalie,
Yes,
I was just curious, do you like wearing Hmong clothes?
I do, but like my mother-in-law gave me some, but that was before I was pregnant, so I need to buy new ones.
I see.
Yeah, and then my baby, she bought some for my baby, but
That's nice.
yeah, I think she'll be able to wear them now. When she first got them for her, she was really young and she was trying to eat all the coins. She was like putting
Okay.
it all in her mouth. So hopefully it still fits her this year because we're in Oklahoma. That's my family
In
right now.
Oklahoma. Okay.
Yeah. So we have our Hmong New Year in November.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have to find some seller to buy from before November.
You heard a lady called May Vang? She's
May.
a YouTube storyteller. She lived in Oklahoma too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
They just came back and bought another home in Minnesota
Mm.
not too long ago, but they did have a house out there and a business out there.
Hmm.
Yeah. How about the rest of you? How many of you actually like wearing Hmong clothes on an everyday basis?
Not every day, but yeah.
Yeah, the reason why I'm asking is because I'm actually have this enthusiast in designing Hmong clothes like a business attire where both men and women can wear them on an everyday basis, like a business suit or a casual suit where you're not afraid to put on your Hmong gown or Hmong clothes. And it doesn't have to be flashy, doesn't have to have all these ornaments or anything. It's just some basic clothes that you wear just to represent your identity. And I was asking that question because in the Hmong community, I actually love wearing Hmong clothes. So I have like a couple Hmong shirt or a gown that I wear, and then the sao that I put on, that's actually like my tie that I put on. So ever since I joined 18 Council, I gave a lot of my suits away for donation, like to Salvation Army and stuff. I only kept one or two in case if I was required to wear them, but otherwise I put on Hmong clothes. And I felt that by doing a lot of research on Hmong history, their clothes, their tradition, so on and so forth, then by putting on Hmong clothes on a daily basis, I felt like this phone that you charge into, you plug it into an outlet, and you're always at 100% charge. That's how I felt like being a Hmong person. So I just wanted to share that with you all.
I know, like, at Hmong New Year in Sacramento, they have some sellers selling like ties for men that have like the Hmong design on them. So my husband, he bought one of those, and then they had another seller, and she was selling like jewelry, but like it had Hmong designs for women, like just like little earrings and like necklaces and stuff. So it wouldn't be like very like obvious, but then if you know what it is, you would see the design and know what that means.
Nice. Hi,
Yeah.
Diane. I didn't know you're from Filipino. So you came from Philippines or you were born in America? Oh, nice. Awesome. All right, so all the quizzes were turned in, so we're going to get back to the lesson plans for tonight. Okay. Let me share my screen. Slideshow. Okay. We've already gone through the quiz. So tonight's lesson, the vocabulary. Tangao is the name for school, or the terminology for school. How do you normally hear it say in Hmong growing up for Hmong speakers?
Taekwondo.
Great. I heard that too. Anybody else? Yeah, so growing up, I always heard Taekwondo. But then when I heard that Tangao is a name for school, I thought it was interesting. The word is actually shortened because if we say Jake and those 3 words to make one meaning, but here's only 2 words, a word less. And one thing that I've been trying to work on with my colleagues are to try to minimize the Hmong words as short as possible and still have that meaning. And I love doing that because it makes me grow in terms of understanding what the word means. And when you put them together, it has a new meaning that is not just plain, but it actually has a strong meaning to it too. So Tengao is school, Chakao is classroom, Meizhu is markers. It doesn't specify what kind, just markers in general. Dai Tandong is a chalkboard. Lu Yila is a title. It could be a title of a book, a title of a discussion, a title of a pretty much anything. But I usually heard Yila when we talk about a topic of discussion. No something like that. So today we're going to talk about a topic on earning income, something like that. And then 日烧 is weekend. So you can use either or. It has the same meaning. And then 日 fai is weekdays. 日 means day, and then 5 means work. So 日 fai is weekday. The difference between 日省, 日烧, 日省 are leftover days. 日烧 are days for resting. So they mean different things, but when it comes to English, it's pretty much the same idea. All right. So for the vowels, anybody want to take a shot at giving the sound for the vowels?
I can give it a shot.
Sure. Awesome. Go ahead.
So the first one is A. The second one is A. The third one is E. The fourth one is A. The fifth one is U. And the last one is U.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yes.
You got it pretty good. Awesome.
Thank
All
you.
right. So A for as in dirt. E is for A as in A, carry on your back. I is for E. E is number 1. O is for aw, number 2. The funny thing is, Chinese and Hmong, when it comes to numbers, the first 2 numbers sound almost identical. The rest is different. The Chinese say R, Hmong say R. So almost identical. It's just a little bit shift in the tone. But then the rest of the numbers are different. So that's interesting. And then U is for blue, as in love. And W is as in for us. How about someone else want to give it a shot with the double vowels?
I can try it.
Sure.
I, O, O, E, yeah, U, wa.
You got almost all of them correct except for the double E and the double O. Double E is ang.
Okay. Yeah, O is
Double
on.
O is ong.
Okay. Thank you.
Great job though. So I and then AI is I and then die, bear. AU is ow, shall, as in right. AW, ow, as in okay or yes. Double E is ang, as in nang, horse. IA is yeah, as in mirror. Double O is on, zhong, as in good. UA is oa, as in loa, rope. So that is the lesson for tonight. Now, let's do some pop quiz since we still got some time. So I'm going to say the sound, mixture of consonant and a mixture of vowels. So you'll type it in the chat and see if you got them right. Are you all ready? All right. So the first one is going to be foul, fa. Which letter is fa? Diane got it. Fa. Okay. Ready for the next one? It's going to be Jean. Jean. As in Jean. Okay. How about Hmong? As in Hmong or Hma? Hmong. Great. Another one is There's going to be the 4-character one. It's going to be tall, as in two, tall. Try again. Tall, as in two. Okay. The 3-character one is going to be blah, as in blong, blah. Great job. Many of you are doing really well. Blah is in blong. All right. Okay, let's go to the vowels. The vowels is going to be A, oo, okay. Double vowels. The reason why I didn't specify whether it's single or double because I want you to pay attention. So I, or. Great job. You all been showing some really good mastery. I'm really proud that within a short time period, you all are picking up on this pretty quick. All right. So I really don't have any other thing planned for tonight. Does anybody have any questions that you have, whether regarding class materials or it could be questions outside of the class? Maybe you go somewhere, you heard somebody said something, and then you want to ask about that. So,
Oh, I did have a question.
sure.
Um, because my husband is Hmong, so I did ask him. Going through vocabulary, I asked him last night. I was like, I asked him what the word for teacher was, and if Ling Kai sounded familiar to him, and because he gave me a different answer. I don't know if
Okay.
there's multiple different terms of like phrasing teacher as well.
You're probably referring to Sifu?
No, I think it started with like an N.
N?
Yeah, I don't remember what the word.
Naiku.
Naku.
Naiku.
Yeah, that one.
Naiku is Laotian word.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Naiku is the Laotian word for teacher. Tangku is the Laotian word for principal.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes. So
Okay.
next time you can let them know that that's the Laotian word, not a Hmong word.
Okay, thank you so much.
Chilia. I haven't heard of that term myself too, but I can look it up and Well, I have a dictionary here, so let me see if the Chilia. Hopefully is spelled using the same consonant. Okay, that's not the spelling. Yeah, there is not that word in the dictionary. So where did you hear that word from, Natalie?
It
A
was,
girl's name?
yeah, a Hmong girl's name. She's on TikTok and she posts her name, like, and all these people are like, oh, yeah, I like that name. I'm like, what does that name mean? Because I never heard it. And none of my brother-in-law, sister-in-laws know what it means. They're like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if it's really a Hmong name. She said it's a Hmong name.
Well, for one thing I know is a lot of Hmong people, they name their children after Thai names and Laotian names too.
Oh,
They could be that too,
I see.
because in the dictionary it doesn't have a name for Chilia. I'm sure there might be a word, but I haven't heard it myself. But thank you for sharing that.
Hmm. Okay.
So what are you referring to, Diane, about making what happened with the breakout group? Let me plan something and see if I can put together like maybe some materials where I can post it into the group chat. And then when you do your breakout starting next week, I would say, and then you can discuss about those content in the breakout, like practice with each other. Or do you want, I mean, or do you as student want to decide that on your own?
So like I used to be on this app where you like match with other people in different countries and then like you would on the app it would be like voice memo so because they're different time zones so you can't really like talk to them when they're like live, you know, so you just send each other a voice memo when you're awake and you would like send a voice memo and say the words and then they would like send a voice memo back and say like what they say it like, you know.
Hmm.
So there's an app. The only app I can think of like that that I know is WhatsApp because WhatsApp you can send voice memo and it's kind of like texting. But I don't know if people feel
Okay.
comfortable with WhatsApp or they know how to use that one.
You mean like you record something and then send it to them? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, just like a voice memo. So like you click the
Voice
microphone
memo.
and then like so that way we don't have to be live, you know, meeting to talk to each other.
Okay,
We can still talk.
I see. Yeah, I do send voice memo through Messenger with my contact. So, and then sometime I do it through text, regular text as well. So I'm familiar with what you're saying. I mean, I was trying to send out an email last week to connect you all together, but then when I go to your emails using the names from the student portal, then sometimes your name don't match with the email, so I have to figure that out, and that's what's delaying the email from going out. So, but I will get that taken care of ASAP before the midterms so that at least you can work out something. It's something that maybe down the road, as soon as or if someone wants to host this, you can go to the very first email that I sent out to all the students, and then just copy all that email address there in the to line, and then just use that as well too. If someone wants to initiate that. All right. So I really don't have anything other than what we just discussed about. So if you all are don't have anything else, then I will let you all go and have an early night, and then we'll see each other next week.
Bye. Have a good night.
Good night.